Hi, my name is Miss Emily and welcome to the Environmental Education Center here in Sneads Ferry. Thank you for joining us for our Wild Wednesday here at the EEC. Today is all about dragonflies. So we're going to be talking a little bit about the dragonfly and then I'll help guide you through our dragonfly bead craft. So dragonflies, they are a pretty cool insect. Dragonflies have three parts of their body. They have the head, the thorax, and the abdomen. What's also very notable about dragonflies is they have two sets of wings. So they have a total of 4 wings compared to other insects that mostly only have 2. So a dragonfly's wings are mostly made out of membranes and veins. And sometimes they can be different colors. So this guy has more brown spots on their wing. But dragonflies can have different colored spots, or they can even have different bands of colors. So sometimes it's just like a line almost of a color. Sometimes in black is what we would see most often here. So they have their wings, which they can beat 30 times per second, which is not super fast compared to like a bee who can beat their wings 30 times per second. But a bee only has 2 wings, whereas our dragonfly has 4. So dragonflies don't have to necessarily work as hard as a bee does in order to kind of fly because they have those 2 extra wings. Now their head is mostly made up of their eyes. So our dragonflies have what we call compound eyes, so very similar to other insects. Now our eyes are different than a compound eye. So we have one eye or one eye unit. So think of like a pupil. So that is a big picture that we can see with just one eye. Whereas dragonflies and their compound eyes, they have these small eye units. And together they create this picture. So because they have these compound eyes, that makes them excellent hunters. So our dragonflies are carnivores. They eat other smaller insects, so things smaller than them. So that would include things like mosquitoes, which is their favorite food to eat. They also like to eat bees, flies, and even butterflies. So dragonflies like to hang out around fresh water. And they do that because that's actually where they lay their eggs, their larvae. So because of pollution, it has affected habitable zones or habitable water that our dragonflies can actually lay their larvae in. So that has affected their population. So if you could grow your own garden pond or make your own garden pond, that would be a wonderful conservation effort to help out the dragonfly population. And we owe it to them. They help keep those pesky mosquitoes away from us during the summer. So what better way to help out our beautiful dragonflies? Okay, so now we're going to be making our dragonfly bead craft. So here are some things that you're going to need in order to do this craft. We've got our instruction sheet. You're going to need at least 3 pipe cleaners, some beads, at least 11, a marker, and some scissors. Very simple. So first thing you're going to do is take one of your pipe cleaners and you're just going to fold it in half. And then you're going to start to string your beads onto your pipe cleaner. You want to put at least 10 up there and leave one off because we're going to use that later. And leave a little overhang here because that's going to make up, the tail essentially of the dragonfly. So after you do that, then we're going to take another of our pipe cleaners, bend it, make it into a circle, and then you're just going to cross it over and just kind of loop it around so that the pipe cleaner doesn't come undone. And then just take the top and the bottom and squish them together. This is going to help make up your dragonfly wing. And you just kind of want to make sure they're even on each side. Okay, so once you have that pretty shaped the way you want it, you're going to slide it onto your dragonfly's body. And then right above the bead, you're going to just start to twist it. So you're just basically attaching it to the body of your dragonfly. You want to try and get it and twist it as close as possible to the body as possible. I'm going to leave a little wings hanging out. So after you attach that, then we're going to take our other pipe cleaner. You're just going to want to cut off a little chunk of that pipe cleaner. It's just too long. This is going to be our second set of wings. We just need to make them a little bit smaller than our first set. So you're just going to cut off a little bit of that pipe cleaner, and then you're going to make another circle, cross it at the top, and then just start to loop it around just to secure it so it doesn't come undone. So after you do that, we're going to do the same thing like we did with the big one. You're just going to squish it down top to bottom. Make sure it's centered as much as possible. Okay, that looks pretty good. And then we're going to do just like we did before. Slide it onto the body. You want your smaller wings underneath your bigger wings, closer to the body. And then you're just going to twist again, just to make sure that your wings stay onto the body of your dragonfly. So once you have your wings attached, then we're going to take that last bead and string it onto the top. This is going to basically be the head of the dragonfly. And once you've done that, just take those two pieces and you're just going to kind of spiral them down. Kind of roll it down to meet that other bead. This is its head essentially. And once you get it all mushed together where you want it, grab your marker and you're just going to basically make two little dots onto the head of the dragonfly. So this is going to be their eyes. Those big compound eyes we talked earlier about. Okay, and then there you go. There's your dragonfly.